Not gonna lie, I'm not sure which is causing me to lose more hair. My hormones or Finn grabbing the little hairs back here and ripping them out with her tiny baby hands. Going great. Let's get this podcast started. Welcome back to Not Gonna Lie, a Wave original brought to you by Peppa Pig. Shop new Peppa Pig toys now on Amazon. I'm your host, Kylie Kelce. I love traveling, but not with my children. You all somehow convinced me to speak into a microphone each week, which is crazy. And I have a lot of strong opinions on extremely niche topics. For example, there's no such thing as flushable wipes. Seriously, guys, it can say flushable wipes on the packaging, but the cast that a plumber removed from my parents' drain says otherwise. Coming up on today's episode, in honor of the first day of the season coming up, I'm going to get real honest about Kelce Family Fall. It's a lot like Kelce Family Summer, winter, and spring, because we have 4 kids. We're trying our best. But I'll weigh in on all fall things. Plus, there's a trend on TikTok right now called the girlfriend effect, and I'm going to share whether or not I had any influence on Jason's style in Doom Scroll of the Week. I didn't. And after that, I'm going to be joined by the hilarious actress you know from Girls Trip and Scary Movie. I have no business talking to her. It's Regina Hall. But first, a couple quick NGL announcements. First, on behalf of Queen Emma and the team, our bad about the spider photo last week with no warning. We got a couple comments like this. Aaron Smith said, "You just jump scared the shit out of me. I threw my iPad across the room." We forgot 99% of people don't actually find them cute. Next time, editor Brad will put up a warning, like right now. Warning, hit it, Brad. Hit the warning. And now, Lucas the spider. Nailed it. Also, speaking of spiders, there were a lot of comments like this one. Am I the only one that thought Kylie describing the jumping spider sounded a lot like how she described Jason? Funny you should say that. Literally on the phone with Queen Emma, I made this exact joke about myself when I started describing it as furry and I wanted to pet it. And I think that I'm consistent. You can check my track record for favorite breeds of dogs. I like scruffy bearded beings. Next announcement, we might need a new segment. List Kylie has no business being on, because I've officially been named to Sports Illustrated's Power List, the 50 most influential figures in sports. For starters, thank you so much. That's so nice. I appreciate it. And also, what? When I first heard about this, I was very concerned. I was very concerned because I thought that people were trying to put me into a category with elite athletes. And that was going to bother me deeply. But it turns out they just put me in the influencer category. Being put in the influencer category, my body wants to reject it, but here's the deal. If I'm going to influence you about anything, it's going to be about philanthropic efforts. It's going to be about women in sports. It's going to be about how athletics shaped my life. It's going to be normalizing the ridiculousness of parenthood. And if that puts me on the power list of the 50 most influential figures in sports, okay. I still think there's probably a couple other people who are more deserving, but I do appreciate it. And also, just to be clear, the reason I'm concerned about being put on a list with elite athletes is because, guys, I played Division III field hockey. I am a NARP now. For anyone that doesn't know what a NARP is, it's a non-athletic regular person. The minute that I was done playing my senior season of field hockey, I became a NARP. So I have no business being on the same list with literally all 49 other people. Guys, cut it out. So to our friends at Sports Illustrated, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I will say, it's slightly validating because it means that you guys get it. That the only reason that I got behind this microphone was to be able to talk about things that I feel strongly about, and athletics and sport is one of them. So, but I definitely don't think we hit top 50 over here. So moving on, the first day of fall is coming. So even though I just told you guys I'm not really a fall girly, that was for pumpkin spice, I figured I'd get honest about some of the fall shit our family is in on. This is where my basic bitch comes in. Fall, I love apple picking. I love it. I'm going to do it. And you know what we're going to do after we fill up our boxes and buckets? We're going straight to the pumpkin patch. You know what? There is something about a caramel apple from the little market shop after you've gone out and picked a bunch of apples fresh from the trees. Also, the kids love it. They love it so much. And we've leveled up to a point that we now bring a wagon for anyone who maybe isn't feeling into it, because we have 4 children, and anyone that has, I mean, even if you have one child, you know that you could do an activity and they are so into it. And the next time you go to do the activity, they're not into it. But when you've driven 45 minutes to an hour to go to this apple orchard, your ass is picking apples, whether they're throwing a temper tantrum or not. So we've leveled up. We now bring a wagon for anyone who is not into the activity. Last time it was Benny. Within, I would say 15 to 20 minutes into the activity, she got out of the wagon and started picking apples herself. It's so fulfilling to do something that's so simple, and yet you do it. There's no screens involved. No one's asking to turn on a movie. You're out in the fresh air. Everyone's walking. That's great for tiring them out. And we have had all of our announcements besides Finney's announcement at the apple orchard, because we kept saying that we were adding another apple to our orchard, I think is what we said. I don't actually know what I post, guys. I don't post often enough, and I'm not that invested in it. So take that, influencer. Wait, how did you know I was a caramel apple girl? I just scrolled down to that. Queen Emma reads my mind on a regular ass basis. Yeah, God, you just reminded me. I love an apple cider donut. Okay. I don't need apple cider. I don't need it. I don't want it straight up. I do want it in donut form. That shit is fire. Any other fall treats? I like an apple Dutch crumb over a traditional apple pie. It's way better. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. That seemed aggressive. Also, not an a la mode girly. Do not put a scoop of ice cream on my shit. Do not put a scoop of ice cream on. This is a hot take. Don't you put a motherfucking scoop of ice cream. Don't put a fucking scoop of. It makes me so mad. If I wanted cream, sweet cream poured over top of my dessert, I'd do that. Why are you going to get a scoop of warm apple crisp and then put a cold scoop of ice cream on top? What are you doing? Stop doing everything a la mode. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started on when you do it to a goddamn brownie. Okay. Do we take the family on a hayride? No, they don't actually like it that much. When it comes to haunted hayrides, you can kiss my ass. Anything spooky, anything remotely scary, Wyatt is going to lose her effing mind. And then she's going to wake me up at least 4 nights in a row. Wyatt is not a spooky girly. She wants to talk about Halloween because she's convinced that her October 2nd birthday kicks off Halloween. She's not really wrong, but she does not like spooky things. So, for instance, my mom was showing her lawn decorations for Halloween to get the temperature check on whether or not Wyatt would still come to her house if my mom put these things on her lawn. So, spoiler alert, it was pretty much everything was a no. there was a giant spider with glowing eyes, and Wyatt looked my mom in the face and was like, why would you show me that? Was I a spooky girly? No. We went on a haunted hayride when I was in college with my field hockey team. And I specifically remember people could like grab your ankles while you were on the hayride. Like they would pop out of the woods and grab your ankles. No. Because I might, Next, it's time to get into what I've been doom scrolling late at night this week. First up on doom scroll, there's a new trend on TikTok right now of women in relationships posting their partner's glow up. It's basically them when they first started dating, and then what they have matured into, otherwise known as the girlfriend effect. Queen Emma hit it. It says, I heard we were posting our husband's glow up. Okay. Oh, he's cool now. He has little tiny sunglasses. I think that these TikToks are hilarious. I think that it is lovely to shed a positive light on people in relationships. And I like that it's girlfriends basically showing off their boyfriends to be like, hey, I saw the potential. Queen Emma would like to know if I would say that Jason's fashion sense or look changed at all when we first started dating. No. Nope. He had long hair when we first started dating. He had the man bun. He chose to cut it on his own. A bunch of people thought that he cut it because of me. And he did not. He actually cut it because he couldn't comfortably put his head back on the sofa. I'll tell you what, he looked very good with a man bun. You can look it up. There's plenty of evidence. He looked great with a man bun, but I do love a fade. And he looked damn good with a fade. I will say the one, which we were already married, the one haircut he knows that I just wanted to, I came very close to shaving his head in his sleep. Full transparency was the mullet. It's just, I swear he did it to fuck with me. And the part, this is the trust tree here. We're in the trust tree. Don't anybody tell him. I'm serious. Don't tell him. He kind of made it look good. Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said that because I'm still on the, he kind of made it look good. And that made me that made me more mad. And I do feel like Jason has progressed in his style in a way that he's gotten a little funky with it. The bluey two-piece was a great, I mean, I wouldn't have even thought to go there, but he bought that. He had like a Daffy Duck shirt for the kids. But then like, it's such a skill to be able to make a bluey two-piece, right? A short sleeve collared button-up shirt and matching shorts. To be able to make that a thirst trap? You kidding? The Eagles did post the evolution of my husband's hair, so we could take a look at that. Oh, he looks like a little baby. He looks so young there. Okay, let's see. Oh, Mountain Man. This, I'm pretty sure he has the undercut that goes into the man bun. There's the man bun. Guys, try to tell me. No, I don't need you to try and tell me that that doesn't look good because I know that looks good. It doesn't matter what you say. God damn. Look at how cute. Oh, look at his little smile. You see what I'm saying about that fucking mullet? I swear to God, if any of you tell him, he just, God damn. That's where it went off the rails. Right there. That's the one where he has the aviator glasses on. Get out of here. Don't tell him. I swear to God, if you guys tell him, I'm going to be so mad. Oh God, the fucking bleached hair. I forgot that. I think I blacked that out. And the salt and pepper sides, they're back. They're back since he dyed his hair and aging like fine fucking wine. Okay. This is like someone turn a fan on. That's it for Doom Scroll of the Week. Regina Hall is coming up. But first, I got to talk about one of my kids' favorites, Peppa Pig. We're in the midst of a lot of firsts right now as a family. Wyatt just had her first day of kindergarten. Ellie had her first day of pre-K. Finn just watched her first Eagles game. So thank goodness that was a win. You can't have your child being bad luck. I still feel like I'm jinxing it. But it's not just my family celebrating milestones. Mommy Pig, Daddy Pig, and the whole Peppa family just welcomed their new baby, Evie. And now you can shop her adorable toys right on Amazon. And speaking of celebrating, George's countdown calendar is the perfect way to build excitement for your next big moment. Available only at Amazon. Look at how cute it is. And first of all, look at how stinking cute this little skateboard is. Look at how cute that is. It would be a little bit of a battle to try and make sure that the toys stay in there until you're supposed to open them. We found that out last year with advent calendars on Christmas. But I will tell you that especially the way this is arranged, the girls are at an age where they love finding numbers. And so because it's not in order, this is also a great activity for that. Make the days leading up to an exciting event extra fun with George's Party Countdown, a Peppa Pig themed countdown calendar with 24 surprise toys and stickers, and is available only on Amazon. You know her from her hit movies like Girls Trip, Think Like a Man, and my personal favorite, Scary Movie. She's starring in the brand new film everybody's talking about, One Battle After Another, out September 26th. And now she's officially not gonna lie. Regina Hall, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Just to gear up for this today, watched Think Like a Man last night. I don't get a lot of time. I have 4 little ones, so I don't get a lot of time where I get to enjoy what I call adult movies, grown-up movies. But it was as good as the last time. I just love. It was so good. Yeah. The other one, Scary, all of them, the Scary Movie franchise.
Now there's another one.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell my dad that because for our show prep, we were talking about it. And I was like, I can't wait to call my dad because he and I used to watch them together and he would cry laughing. Like cry laughing. One of my personal favorites was when you get in a fist fight with the girl from The Ring. Just
yeah. The skeleton.
It's so good.
Oh no,
that's when she comes out of the TV.
She comes out of the TV, right? And it's so
yes. Oh God, it was. I love those movies. And now, like you said, Scary Movie 6 has officially been announced. Yeah. Was it an immediate yes for you to come back to do another one?
I certainly was excited when I found out, it was everyone, from the original. So I was just kind of excited to see what they were going to write. It's a different time, you know what I mean? And how far can we push the envelope?
And what are you allowed to tell me about it?
Nothing.
Not much.
No,
that works. No. I'll take it.
I'm NDA'd all over, but I
love that.
Say we start shooting soon, and it'll, it comes out in June, so it's not a long wait.
That's enough. I can live with that amount of information. That's hope. That's what that is. Now, is there a horror movie that you? Well, we'll leave it alone. I was going to say, is there one that you think gets spoofed? But if you have read the script, then you can't lead us. No. We can have Brad bleep it. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do it. Now, I'd love to talk to you about the real main event here, which is your brand new movie, One Battle After Another, which officially comes out next week on September 26th. What's it been like? What's the level of excitement around this movie? I feel like I have heard so much rumble about it.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, first of all, I'm a huge PTA fan. So I love all of his work, and it's great to see him be able to do this on a different scale than his other movies. They're all amazing, but he got an opportunity to do a different scale of film. And I think also there's something to be said about a movie that has a lot that you don't know. You watch the trailer and this is a component of the story, but there's so many other elements, and it's always good to laugh.
Now, I read that you're next door neighbors with the director, and he told you about the script when you guys were gardening?
No.
Out in the yard?
I know. The article was written quite lofty. It wasn't
perfect.
Like the truth is my yard was a mess. I was renovating. It was quite done up. Paul was like, I want to come walk. I'm going to want to talk to you. He just walked over and I thought he wanted to see my yard because he was going to do something in his. So I immediately was like, hey, come in. And I was like, so look, you can see this here. I think I want to put this here. This is going to have a little fire pit. So I was honestly just talking about the yard, and Paul's very patient. He said, that's great. That's great. Could we talk inside for a second? And I'm like, okay. So I sat down. I was looking a hot mess, which he sees that constantly. The truth is I'm more unrecognizable to him this week than I ever have been because he sees me at home in like sweats and whatever. And then inside is where he actually said, so I have this movie. And that's when I found out.
Perfect. So he came over with a different intention. You were like, hey, neighbor, look at this yard. Don't you want to do renovations?
Yeah. Well, he was going to be doing something in his yard. And I was like, but look what I'm doing. Yeah.
Sure.
So I thought his intentions were to come. I think I had been talking about my yard before and my renovate. And I think I thought, oh, he's going to come see these. I don't know.
That was nice of him to entertain the tour.
Didn't rush me at all. Didn't rush me at all. When I was sitting there saying, I want to plant some stuff here. Didn't rush me at all.
That's very amazing. I love that. Now, you, of course, star alongside Leonardo DiCaprio in this movie. I was just talking to Wanda Sykes last week.
I love Wanda.
Well, I was talking to her about who she was most starstruck by in her career. And she said George Clooney. And I feel like Leo is sort of in that same department. Yeah. But was there anyone throughout your career that you have been most starstruck by?
I mean, I thought Wanda was going to say me. It hurts. So I'm not going to say her.
She did give you a shout out about the Oscars, co-hosting the Oscars. She said she had sort of one of those moments where it was like, this is crazy that I get to be up here with these amazing women doing this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that was a blast. My most recent was when I saw Brad Pitt, but I didn't speak because I got shy. So I didn't say hi.
That's amazing. Now you guys are doing another girls trip. That is surprisingly fulfilling. I love that you guys are hitting us with a sequel to that. Once again, I have to ask, what can you tell me about it?
I have to tell you, I don't know. This one I'm not
love
even
it
from you. I don't know. I am supposed to find out. I think we're about to get our draft. You know, I know they've been working on it.
Perfect. They knew that you were coming here and that I was going to try and grill you.
Yeah, I know.
And they were like, we're going to set you up with nothing so that she can get nothing.
They did. I think so.
That's fine. I'll take it. Mm-hmm. I will be on the edge of my seat again, waiting.
I'm actually on the edge of mine. I'm like, where are we going? You know, I'm just along for the ride. I'm kind of excited to see like what are we doing? Are we in trouble? Do you have your girls trip? Do you have your own Flossy Posse?
Queen Emma, my producer, and I were just talking about this. I am currently in the phase of life where we have not gotten out into a girls trip, but I absolutely have my friends who like the minute we are all of our children can be left for an extended period of time, goodbye.
And who are you? Who are you in which one? Which girl?
That's a great question.
I know.
I mean, I'm called mom. So I have to be.
You're Jada.
I'm responsible. That same like nurturing. Yeah, definitely Jada.
Well, thank God you couldn't be Tiffany.
Still the clip where like at the beginning of the movie where she walks out and she's like, it's chlamydia. I'm like, I gasped the first time I saw it. And then the fact that it's like, it's curable, like it's outstanding.
Oh yeah. Gratitude.
Outstanding.
It's always
It's so good.
You can find that silver lining if you just.
That's it. That's it. Look at the positives. But I do love like that. That's the beauty of the Girls Trip movie, is that it is transferable to, we all have that friend. And even if it's not 4 of you and it's 3 of you or 6 of you, you have those same personalities across. Like I could absolutely tell you exactly which one of my friends would have been walking out like, it's curable. And that's why it hit home. Like that's why I'm on the edge of my seat for the sequel.
Yes, I know. No, I really am too. I'm excited. I mean, I love the girls, so I'm excited to be able to go and have some crazy times and do some,
wreak havoc.
Yeah, recap it.
That's awesome. Now you've been in some great rom-coms, and the real ones know I love a rom-com.
I love a rom-com. What's your favorite? Give me your top 3.
That's a great question. I love How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
That's a really good one.
Okay. I don't even know that I could like top 3 it. I always have like, it's usually the most recent ones I've watched.
What's your favorite one that you've watched recently? Because if I haven't, then maybe I'll go see it. Although you probably have watched a cartoon love story or romance.
That's honestly, I'm telling you, that's why last night I was like, I'm going to take the time to watch Think Like a Man. I straight up was like, I need to click my brain into grown up movies.
Yeah. And also you don't have like that much time because you still have your husband, you have your children, your work.
Yes.
You have like family and then like friends. So that doesn't leave a ton of time to watch movies.
No, it does. What's your favorite? If maybe I can put it on my list.
Yeah. Well, of all time, I love Nora Ephron. So I go back. I mean, I do love Pretty Woman because it's like,
God, it's so good.
It's so good. I mean,
that would be top 3 for me. That would be top 3 of all time.
Yeah. And then I love a little, I love When Harry Met Sally and Sleepless in Seattle. I mean, in terms of quintessential classics, that's what I mean. Does your husband like them where you can watch them together?
He does.
Good. That's like a date night almost at home.
He is very critical of them though. We are on record of like specifically Love Actually, the Christmas movie.
Oh, Love Actually.
He shits all over it. He fucking hates that movie.
Does he really?
He thinks that it's not, because he thinks it's not a holiday movie. He thinks that like the holiday of it is just in the background. He's like, all of these people, this is so messed up. This is not jolly at all. And I'm like, I get what you're saying, but it's also real life and entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but he loves a rom-com. He used to love like the Vince Vaughn rom-coms.
Oh yeah.
He was like that was his gateway.
What was the one with Vince Vaughn and I loved it.
Jennifer Aniston.
Breakup, was it the breakup? What's the breakup?
Yes, I think so. That was one that he would name consistently as like if he needed to watch a rom-com, that's the one he was going for.
You know, this isn't a rom-com, but Silver Linings Playbook had a bit of like rom-com. No, I take it back. It's not a rom-com at all. It has a element, a sprinkle.
Yes, that leads me right into my next question. Are you a sports fan?
This is an interesting question. This is a good question. So I have a friend who is a sports fan, right? One of my best friends. And so if you ask me, am I a sports fan in comparison to her? No. Do I watch every game? Do I watch the big games? Absolutely. Or the big matches? I do love boxing.
Okay.
But
you could teach me a couple things then.
Yes, I love boxing, but I tend to only be attracted to men who like sports. And as much as maybe because I grew with brothers. So as annoying as it might be for me to be like, you're watching another game, whatever.
Yes.
It would be odd to me if they don't.
That's a very interesting take.
It's like a quandary.
I don't know that I've ever been interested in a guy that didn't.
This is what I'm saying.
Watch sports.
I know.
Now that you mentioned that, I didn't even think. Huh.
I have a friend who is, she's the opposite. So when I thought about it, I was like, no, it's not. But I'm so used to them playing in the background or being, there or being talked about. So it is just, I'm going to speak for you. It was certainly
Sure.
not a conscious decision, but that's.
No, that's really, I've never thought about that.
Mhm.
That is so interesting. Now, do you like when they were athletic themselves or are still like an active person?
I mean, that's always nice, but there's something about, because it usually comes with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Usually if they do,
I would think so.
they would, right?
Maybe that's why I've never thought about it.
Yeah. Yes, maybe
That's
I
so
think, yeah.
interesting.
Now I did play soccer in when I was young in like junior high school but I was awful. And you played, I was awful.
Field hockey.
Yes, you played field hockey, which my assistant was like, "Oh, is that?" And I was like, "No, field hockey." Because we had a field hockey team at my high
Did
school.
you?
Yeah, we did.
Where did you grow up?
In DC.
Perfect. The East Coast, specifically the Northeast, is like a hotbed for hockey. And when I met my husband from Cleveland, Ohio, he was like, "What kind of stick is that?" We are not as well known as like soccer is a great one. Because everyone starts with soccer.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing team sports, everyone starts with soccer.
Yeah.
But you're saying you were not a good soccer player. Would other people have said that?
Well, I would say the entire team we were on. I only think they would say it because we never scored.
Sure. An important part of the game.
We never scored. I think we scored one goal.
Uh-huh.
But we never won. Oh no, we didn't score a goal. We only lost by 1 because they scored a goal.
Sure.
So I don't
important scoring goals in trying to win.
It is.
It'll get you. It'll get you. Now, your friend who is a sports fan, has she helped you pick a team? Like, do you have an NFL team? Because I'm ready to rally for the Birds. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I'm gonna because I'm from Washington, I'm gonna say the Commanders.
Commanders.
Because that is who my family always roots for.
That's fair. The real ones know we're all about Peppa Pig in our house. And they also know I got to help out with Mommy Pig's big pregnancy announcement earlier this year. The girls actually ask for it before we go up to shower and do bedtime because they're so fascinated at the fact that I know Mommy Pig and that we chatted. That blew their mind. Well, now Mommy Pig has officially welcomed the new baby Evie to the family, and all her toys are also officially available on Amazon. We have a bunch of these in our house, including Peppa's big family car. My girls also love a playhouse, and now there's Peppa's big family house, which comes with figures of Peppa, George, and baby Evie. Peppa and George have separate bedrooms for the first time. Our girls don't. So maybe we shouldn't tell them that, but maybe they won't even notice. Once again, all the real ones can shop new Peppa Pig toys now at Amazon. Now, I would love to do a segment with you called Coach Me Up.
Okay.
Because you are an absolute master of your craft. I have 4 daughters. Mm-hmm. And so the chances that one of them might get involved in the arts, maybe acting.
Yeah, they're high.
It's good.
Yeah. Can you tell? Do you see it now?
For sure. I say our oldest, her name is Wyatt. Mm-hmm. I tell people that if she doesn't win an Oscar, I want my money back because Homegirl is dramatic.
Okay.
And I mean that in a complimentary way. Everything is like a little bit extra.
Yeah.
She wants to stand on the table in the playroom and she wants to put on a show.
Yes.
She will say, keep watching, keep watching.
It's in her being.
It is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm very proud of her for living her truth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What tips would you give me as a parent to help foster that? I need you to coach me up on that.
I think you're doing it. Whenever you don't, you got to watch her and engage. When she's like performing, that's literally coming from her soul. She's not even trying. So You got to applaud her and be her audience so that she can feel really comfortable. Now, when you say she's dramatic, give me some examples.
I mean, everything is, it depends. Her delivery is she has a lot of this. Sometimes
in
it's
her body. That's it.
Yes.
So I love that.
Sometimes
her body's her instrument. She's got to use it all.
That is a very positive way to look at it, because sometimes I've recently told her, your head is going to bobble off of your neck. Because every so often she will start talking to me and it's all this. And I'm like, girl, you better calm your chin down.
Right.
Because you're not sending that to mom. I'm going to need you to send that somewhere else.
And I also respect that, because what she can do is she can reserve that for the stage.
That is what I need. How do I do that?
Yeah.
How do I, first of all, nip it in the bud? Because you're not going to give me that much attitude.
You can do what my mom did. My mom used to say, there's one woman in this house now. So you can take it down a notch and then reserve it for the stage.
That's perfect. I like the reserving it for the stage, because right now my question is, who are you talking to?
Yes. Which is another version of reserving for the stage, because it's not for me. So it must be for a different audience, right? It's not that one.
Yes. See, that might be the way to turn it.
Yes.
That I'm happy to be your audience.
Right.
But I'm going to need you to dial that back.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to,
well,
channel it.
It's good too. I'll tell you why that's good, because I feel like expression is incredibly important. I feel like boundaries are incredibly important. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't mean that you limit it, but you certainly, you direct it.
Sure.
And so when you take that and you allow her to channel all that emotion and expression positively, well, you're creating an outlet, you're allowing her to perform, but then you're also teaching her respect when you're like, I'm mommy.
Yes.
And must be treated as such.
Now, I will tell you, in one of the things that she has done before, and we may have to clip this because we've avoided this story multiple times, but yeah, right, Brad. Now, I've heard that you enjoy a curse word, so much so that you have said that you've been cursing since you were 6. Is that right?
Yeah. I've been, yes, the expletives have been a part of my vocabulary.
Everyday vernacular. Love that.
For a long time. But not in front of my mother, only to my siblings. And not in front of my parents. You know, my dad, my mom, they didn't know, but my siblings, my brothers. And then they would tell. And then I would, of course, deny it.
Sure. I still don't say the F word in front of my dad. I'm 33 years old.
Never cursed in front of my parents, ever. But never cursed in front of them.
I can't, I won't do it.
No.
If I do it, I apologize. It's like, it comes out and I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yes.
But one of the ways that our oldest daughter has displayed that I think she is headed in the direction of the arts is the one day that we were watching an Eagles game, and she was sitting on the couch and she was watching the game, and I shared my thoughts and feelings about the game. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She sat there and she I could see it on her lips, and she was, and I was like, what are you doing? So I luckily knew to pull out my phone, because I was like, something's about to pop off. And she said exactly what mom said, in the exact
intonation,
inflection, tone, all of it, spot on.
They're sponges. They're amazing.
It was so impressive. It was almost as if she she watched me do it. She took notes and she was like, I can nail that.
Well, that's what she's going to do on stage too.
That's what I need.
And on camera.
Yeah, that's what I want. To be clear, the quote was, quickly, I said, excuse me. And she goes, sorry, grum upward. I was like, you're right. It is a grum upward.
How old is she?
When she did that. 3. Because it was when my husband was still playing. 3 years old, I think.
I got to tell you, I I got a lot of hope in her. I think I'm like you. I like it. She wasn't
It was a
5 and she was already like.
I tried to reel it back. I tried to. I immediately was like, hey, this is my reaction. We're not using grown-up words. Those are grown-up words. But in my heart, I was a proud moment.
How could you not be?
I was very.
My mom had a couple of phrases herself that I'm sure I picked up from, but I was not allowed. I'm like you. She did not say to me, oh, or allow it or laugh. I'm sure on the inside, you know what I mean? It had to.
Later on, aggressive laughter.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I was like, oh, no, thank you.
Yes.
And later on, I was like, wow,
Did you go to the Super Bowl last year? Did you go?
I did.
Wow. That must have been great, huh?
It was mixed emotions because of my brother-in-law playing for the Chiefs.
Yeah. That's true.
But go Birds.
Yeah, that was a mixed one. And what about for your husband? Was it mixed for him?
He was very sad for his brother and very happy for his former teammates. He was so conflicted. It kept him up for days before and it kept him up for days afterwards.
And
because they're your loved ones.
Of course. And how did you feel going into so you couldn't,
not great.
So he couldn't really celebrate after, huh?
Because I don't even know that he would have, because he was so sad for his brother. He truly, it hit him hard. Yeah.
Of course, it would.
Yeah.
It would.
It was
but
tough.
Then you got little mama there. You'll be in one battle after another in about 10 years.
Now, I saw a clip with you and Jennifer Hudson where you said that Kevin Hart calls you Nana Jean Jean.
Nana Jean Jean.
Because you stay at home a lot.
I don't, I feel like I did it. Going out and dressing and being in something, it's no. It's not for me. I lost it.
Now, what are you doing at home that is there like an activity of choice? Is it just hanging out? Is it enjoying the renovated lawn garden?
It is just.
This is making a lot of sense. Is that why you're renovating? So that you can have an excuse, or even more of an excuse to stay home?
I was really looking forward to using my yard a lot. And then that first year when it was completely done, I had some squatters, raccoons, who decided that it was their yard. They were even more excited about those renovations than I was. Yeah. Yeah. And they're something else. Those raccoons are something else. They're relentless. It was like a war. It was like War of the Roses, except it was the raccoons. Everything that you read online, like they don't like this, don't like that, didn't matter. At one point, there's a video. They're playing in front of the lights. You know how I used to say, you think they're no, nothing. I don't know. These are today's raccoons. They're not like yesterday's raccoons.
Wow.
And they're big.
Did they flip you the bird? Did they hit you with the double?
They pretty much did. I think they threw feet in there. They would. Wow. You could hear them. It's my assistant was like, she heard it on the audio, and she's like, they were playing in the pool. You could just hear them flapping their little hands. Oh no, they were. I can't. And they were winning the war. At one point, they won some battles because they're nocturnal. So we would be trying to stay up. And one day, Kiara's like, I'm coming over. We're catching them tonight. Tonight is the night, because they've been getting them, looking at the camera. And I'm like, it's 5:00. I'm like, I can't take it. I think I got to go take a shower. And I was like, we're done. We're a wrap. They haven't come back, because they had come back 3 times and we missed them. As a matter of fact, they were on fire Super Bowl night. They came 5 times that night. I don't know who they wanted to win or lose, but they were, I don't know.
Were they happy or mad? We don't know. They were either celebrating or pissed.
And then finally, sun comes up. She's like, well, they didn't come back tonight. And I'm like, yeah, I had a feeling. I was like, I'm going to just take my vitamins. I go and I look outside. They came in the daytime. They're spiteful. I read it online. They came in the daytime. Sun up, sun bright. Came back in the morning. We weren't prepared. We could see them getting fatter by the day. I mean, they were living and eating, probably in your yard. They were in trash cans coming to us. It was all night.
That's outstanding. I'm so sorry you went through that, but it's incredible.
Yeah, there's videos. There's just tons. I just have videos. I'm telling you.
Now has the sod
That was the original.
since...
I have to tell you this. That was the original one battle after another.
Was it?
That was the original one that I fought. That was one battle after another. Yes.
And your neighbor, is it PTA?
Yeah.
Your neighbor saw what was happening and he was like, you know what?
He didn't see it from where
she's ready for...
Oh, yeah, I know. He was like, I'm feeling something. He was like, you know what?
Did he send the raccoons as recruits?
They were the French 75, the originals.
You let him know that we're onto him.
Yeah.
We figured it out here.
I'm glad you helped because I was, and now I'm like, it's clear as day. Like this.
I love that just talking about it. Like, are you getting a little like
I have
sweaty?
To breathe because since we've put it behind us, but I'm telling you, at one point it was like, we can't. I mean, we weren't sleeping. We just see them just prance right on over, just prance. Wash their little hands in the pool.
I was going to say, I do think the way that they waddle with their fat asses, you're like, it almost makes you more mad.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. And at one point they had learned to waddle with their fat asses and take that fat ass and face the door so they could see if we were coming out. They
had a lookout.
Yeah. So they had a lookout. They're stubborn. They've got a tenacity that you have
a perseverance you kind of have to respect.
We did have to respect it.
I'm going to tell you right now, PTA sent those raccoons to see if you were ready for this movie.
You're right. Well, maybe I should thank them. I do love the movie and I love the way it came out. So maybe they were a gift.
This is perfect. We will say thank you to the raccoons for preparing Regina for this role.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
There's that silver lining that we knew always.
Right?
Yeah, we found it. We found it.
Now, make sure you go and see her in One Battle After Another out September 26th. Regina, thank you so much for coming on Not Gonna Lie today.
So much fun.
And that's a wrap on another episode of Not Gonna Lie. You can find even more clips from my longer conversation with Regina on my YouTube channel on More Shit Monday. I'll be back next Thursday with a brand new episode. Follow Not Gonna Lie on all social media at NGL with Kylie. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Not Gonna Lie is a Wave original brought to you by Peppa Pig. Shop new Peppa Pig toys now on Amazon. Thanks again for tuning in. You thought I was going to fuck that up and we were going to have to do it another time. So did I. She nodded first. The fuck?